Hey little hoes, my name is Kristen and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I haven't done a succulent video in a very long time. I don't know if I've done one devoted just to succulents ever. And I wanted to share today my top 5 favorite succulents that I am growing. And these are all ones that I have been growing successfully for a number of years. I'm not picking ones that are a bit newish to me or have kind of had an up and down relationship with me throughout our history together. These are ones that are tried and true that I have a fondness for whatever reason. These are all fairly common succulents. You should be able to find them pretty easily wherever you live, be it at a Home Depot, Lowe's, box store. Some might be a little bit more hard to find, but in general, they're pretty common. So let's get started. And these are going to be in no particular order because I love them all for various reasons. And I don't know that I can really quite pick a favorite amongst them. And I will be showing you footage of them in their natural habitat where they are currently located. One, it makes it easier. I don't have to take them down. And two, you can kind of see what they look like where I have them. First one is the bear paw succulent, the cotyledon. I forget the species name on it. But I have had this literally forever, it seems like. It is such a non-fussy plant. I think the only issue I ever had with it was some slight burning or looking like it was going to burn when I moved it outside during the spring. Other than that, not picky. I do absolutely love the fact that it's older and more mature and gets this bark-like appearance to its stems as it matures. It's also currently in bloom, and these little flowers are rather cute, and they're kind of like a pale apricot color. They're so squishy and furry and adorable. I love it. It's one of those super dependable ones that you really have to try to kill. Now, my other ones are kind of actually all grouped together, my favorites. This is a Hernia Zebrina, and I'll try and insert a picture of what it looks like in bloom. I love the flowers on these things. It is somewhat easy to bloom. I do tend to give it some fertilizer, some more bloom fertilizer to try and stimulate more flowers on it. But once they get into that blooming stage, it just produces what seems like one right after the other. I really want to collect, I think, some more Hernias, Orbias, other varieties in this family, just because I enjoy the flowers so much. Moving on, this is a cool Euphorbia Lactia Cristada, I believe, that I got at, was it Home Depot or Lowe's? I can't remember. It was one of the two. And it obviously is grafted. I don't believe the Lactia Cristata is a form that can grow easily / at all on its own. It has to really have that host plant to do well. Now, I did get a little bit of burning here when it was outside, but all of this is new growth since I brought it back in, and I just the contortion on it is so neat, and also the cat hair. That's pretty cool too. It just looks like clouds almost. So white. The new growth is extra pink. It is super easy. I water it quite a lot, and I'm perhaps shouldn't water it quite so frequently. I think maybe weekly in the summer. And I've been worried at a few points that it might be too much, but it seems happy. It puts out a lot of growth. And I think if you get one of these, make sure, just like I did, to look at your graft point there. Make sure that there's no rot happening either in the host plant here, the rootstock, or in the grafted portion, the more desirable succulent that's grafted. Make sure there's no rot happening there, any sort of lesions or anything like that that might indicate that the graft is failing. That's what I checked on. This has been a great specimen. Honestly, it makes me happy every time I look at it. Another favorite of mine is this Old Man of the Andes. I will have to put the botanical up on screen because it's not one that I really know offhand for some reason. I love the furry texture on these. And this has been extremely easy, and again, I probably have watered it more than you would expect. In the summer, I probably, again, water it, albeit shallowly, every week. I'm kind of surprised it's tolerated that, but I think probably the terracotta, the cactus mix makes it probably quite porous and breathe more, so even if I do water a little too much, it's not too angry with me. But this plant is one that I could actually see myself owning multiples of. You guys know me, I don't really do duplicates. I have limited space. I don't really want two of the same plant. I'd rather have something completely different. But I almost bought a couple months ago 2 more baby versions of this because I was so enchanted by this little fella. I'm still thinking about it, but I might actually try and find a bigger rather than a smaller specimen. Or maybe I'll get one big, one small, and group this hairy little family together. Yeah, super easy, and I think you can probably find them relatively easily at some of the box stores nowadays. And last but not least is one that it probably looks kind of weird. It looks probably kind of gangly and unkempt, but it makes me happy. It really does. This is the Aloe Tula, I believe. I got this as a no-name from Walmart many years ago when I was first started getting into succulents and houseplants. This guy has never disappointed me. I've divided it several times and have it in several locations. It's like an octopus, the way it grows, just so wild and crazily. You will find with this guy that it has this really nice ruddy coloration to it with more sunlight. In lower light situations, it's obviously more greenish. I really dig it when it has this sun stress to it. And again, I do have it in several locations here because I did divide the mama, and I could probably even divide this again soon. It gets really nice long branches with orange pendulous flowers. Pretty typical of aloe. I enjoy those a lot too, and to promote them, I also fertilize this pretty frequently with the More Bloom. I give it a little shot of it just to try and stimulate it. I don't find it blooms all that often in winter, but I go ahead and fertilize it anyway just to try and get as much bloomage off of it as I can. Alright guys, that will be it for today. I'd love to know, please comment below, what are your favorite succulents at the moment and why? Hope you all are staying safe, healthy, and sane, and I will talk to you all soon. Goodbye.